97.9, 105.5 KISS FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna in the morning on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. Returning to the show, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tommy Davidson. How you been, my friend?
Yes. Glad to be back.
So, Tommy, where are we catching you this morning?
Home in L.A.
Wonderful. Well, we definitely appreciate you getting up early.
Absolutely.
Especially on a day that it's a big thing. I mean, it's not every day that your whole life is featured on Celebrity Wife Swap on ABC, man.
Not every day.
Now, here's a question because you're not an executive producer on the thing. Have you seen the episode yet?
I have not.
Oh.
I have not.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Man.
trust the process.
Okay.
I trust the process.
All right. So
it's reality TV. I mean, people are looking for the worst anyway. You know how that goes.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, Tommy Davidson tonight will be on Celebrity Wife Swap on ABC, and your wife goes to live with Corey Feldman.
Oh boy.
For an amount of time, and at the same time, you get to host Corey Feldman's wife. How long was the swap? Did the swap happen for? A week?
Yeah, for a week.
Oh my God.
And it was a long freaking week too. It was just like all day. It was. I ran from when they said that's a wrap. I ran. It was a really evolved show, but it came out really good.
So my question is, with the fact that it's obviously it's a reality show, did you have to cancel any gigs or any speaking engagements or anything like that? So for like that entire 7 days, you had to be home, and it was like there was nothing else you could do, like just your normal life, or were you able to do like out gigs, or like what kind of stuff what were the limitations on this?
I actually had one gig that weekend, which was not far from from where the thing was being shot, from my home and their house. So, I did a show about 45 minutes for that weekend outside of L.A. It wasn't bad. I couldn't have done another one on the plane. I mean, because once you're there, you're there.
Right.
You're there for that week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're in.
Man. So again, we're talking to Tommy Davidson on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. You can go to TommyCat.net is the website, TommyCat.net, and you can follow him on Twitter at TommyCat as well. When you signed up for Celebrity Wife Swap, number one, was your wife completely on board initially? Did you have to convince her? What was that conversation
The other
like?
way around. She had to convince me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wasn't really ready to do that kind of show, I've watched those shows. I wasn't really a big fan of those shows and stuff, but you know what? I gave it a try. She had a point. She said, nobody's ever seen you as like a husband and a father. They only see you being funny all the time.
And a lot of times, and Ben and I get this a lot as well, a lot of times they only see the public aspect of it, or what they see or what they hear, and not necessarily the real person. Were you excited to kind of show that side of it? Were you a little apprehensive about that?
No, I was excited. It was really cool to and then we found out last minute it was Corey, so I knew it was going to be fun.
Well, and that was my next question. Did you know who you were going to be swapping with until after you signed on?
Yeah, we didn't know till the day of.
Oh man! So Tommy Davidson does Celebrity Wife Swap with Corey Feldman tonight on ABC, and I watched the trailer. Man, I watched the trailer, and man, it looks like fireworks.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it looks like fireworks are coming down.
Very
man.
interesting.
It goes from like what the way it seems to be portrayed is you're the comedy guy, but you're also the homebody, And then there's Corey Feldman, who's trying to turn his house into like the Playboy Mansion. That's how it's coming off.
Yeah, well, you got it right though. You got it exactly right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, and I know that there's there's certain things you can't divulge because the show hasn't aired and whatnot. What? I can only imagine the look on your wife's face when you finally saw her after the week at Corey Feldman's quote unquote Playboy experience.
She had enough, and they got into it, and at the end they get into it, and And I told her that would happen.
So you did warn her.
I told her that would happen. I was like, I hope you're ready for the show because cameras will be on,
Now, did you and Corey know each other before the show, or?
Yeah, we've known each other years. We've known each other. I've known Corey since I moved out to L.A. 30 years ago, so.
But at the same time, you don't necessarily.
Think of it, that's a long time.
Yeah, but at the same time, knowing somebody, being able to say hi, maybe going for a cocktail, a while back, and all of a sudden now you're both married and this, that, and the other. You don't.
Right.
You know them, but you really don't, in a way, right?
Yeah. I hadn't seen him in a good little while, but when we were friends, when we were hanging out a lot, I did see him, and he lives in the same area, so I've been around him.
That's what's up. It's Tommy Davidson on the Lennon Jewelers
also, the
Hotline.
other Corey died, and that was hard for him.
Sure.
And I also knew his ex-wife too, so a pretty good connection.
Sure. Tommy Davidson on the Lennon Jewelers Hotline. Celebrity Wife Swap tonight on ABC. He and his wife swap with Corey Feldman, and it's definitely going to be worth checking out. You can check him out at TommyCat.net at TommyCat. You're still, and here's the thing, man. Kudos to you. Not only for doing this, and I know this is more of your wife's thing and you kind of going along with it because your wife's idea and whatnot, but at the same time, think about you're able to do what you love for a living, and you've been able to do it for such a long time, and being able to stay relevant and to stay top of mind and whatnot. So congratulations on that, because I mean you're still out doing the gigs. You're still well, it's true, man. I mean I've been doing this radio thing for a little bit here, and being able to do what you love for a living, it really doesn't seem like work.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. But then again, there's that fuse, too, where it never stops. So you're like, okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, no,
it just comes with the territory.
Absolutely. And at the same time, when you're in comedy and when you're in show business, part of you is a hustler. Part of you is like, oh, there's another gig. Oh, there's another gig. Oh, there's another gig. Because you
gotta work.
Because you remember early on when there were no gigs. So it's one of those
exactly.
you don't want to turn stuff down because at some point you're afraid that. And I'm not saying you in general. I'm just saying just that the mindset is that those gigs won't be there at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I know. I got
exactly.
See, Tommy and I got this thing. We're good. So, Tommy,
you'll be doing radio like Luke Skywalker was doing when he was in the tank, being revived after he was out in the snow in the Hoth system.
Seriously, dude. Oh man, Tommy Davidson on the Lennon Jewelers Hotline, touring all over the place. You can catch all the dates at TommyCat.net, and you can also follow him at TommyCat as well. Number one, we got to get you upstate New York, bro. We got to get you like Utica, Syracuse way. We got to get you up here for a gig. Maybe it's
before January.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, before the snow hits.
Speaking of the ice moon of Hoth,
And make sure you check out Celebrity Wife Swap tonight on ABC with where he does the wife swap with Corey Feldman. Tommy, always a pleasure, my friend. We got to do this again, and we got to get you up here when there's no snow.
Yeah, there you go. Now, there you go.
See that he's okay with turning down. Snow. He's okay with turning down gigs if there's like a below zero policy. Yeah, that's his Mendoza line. Yeah, I got you.
I'll go if I have to.
Tommy Davidson, everybody. Thank you so much, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Tommy Davidson, everybody. Celebrity wife. He hung up. It looks like he got so mad.
Yeah.
It looks like he got so upset with Corey Feldman with apparently Corey has this workout routine that he has his wife do, and he tried to get Tommy Davidson's wife to do it in lingerie and stuff in front of him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he got so mad. And the fact that he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, like if you're an executive producer, you see all the cuts beforehand. He's not an executive producer of this.
So he hasn't
He
seen
has
it.
no idea what's going to
He
show.
won't see it until tonight.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's gonna be we're checking out Celebrity Wife Swap tonight, ABC with Tommy Davidson and Corey Feldman. Gonna break, come back. Big Poppa and Banna on Kiss FM.